Do you actually read the list of permissions that Android and iOS apps are asking for before you install them? Today we will be discussing the dark side of technology as it relates to the applications and the permissions they request upon download. I know most of us treat those permissions, like terms and conditions, oftentimes just blindly tapping our way through. But if you actually do, you would be aware of their reach. Some of your apps can make phone calls, track your location. Some can read your browsing history, contacts, SMS text messaging, photos, calendar events, and even share this personal information with third parties without your knowledge. The question we should all be asking is, do they really need all of those permissions? Unfortunately, in order to use the applications, oftentimes you must agree to all of their permissions in order to use them, or you must opt out of the application altogether. You will either need to grant all the requested permissions or simply not install the app. Some may even argue that it appears like every app developer wants access to much of an individual's phone. Luckily, there are plenty of resources that will help us to navigate and to help our students in an educational setting navigate around the potential dangers of application permissions. Let us delve into a little bit of research that has been done recently. Trend Micro warns us that GPS locations can also be used by app developers to gain profit from location-based ads, while they also ask for the ability to SMS text message or send messages or other information to premium numbers or company command centers. This can leave individuals with unexpected charges and put them at a high risk for identity theft. Another developing issue is the educational Google Suite, which also has these same application permissions. Even many of the leading educational apps also have permissions, which could be potentially putting our students at risk. Now more than ever, it is our responsibility as educators to not only educate ourselves, but our students on potential risks and dangers and how to navigate around them. During the summer of 2016, one app launched that sparked a worldwide trend. People of all ages accessed the Pokemon Go app, where they would walk around in their local communities or even abroad to locate and capture virtual Pokemon. However, this app also had a lot of controversy associated with it. Because of the app permissions that must be agreed upon before downloading this application, audio fingerprinting data could be collected and passed on to a third party, just because the app had access to a camera and the microphone on the device. We must educate our students that by agreeing to certain permissions, you are potentially handing over masses of personal data, plus a powerful tracking capability, just because you want to play a game. But controlling these permissions as a user is possible, and there are apps that are made to make it easier for you to control every permission you grant to an app. Some suggestions to include as we start to educate our students on application safety is to encourage them to check the number of times an app has been installed and its reviews. And last but not least, we should make sure we teach students how to check their own device settings to make sure they are putting the appropriate privacy settings. Thank you for listening, and please make sure you know what you're giving others access to of your own personal information.